Okay, everybody, I have a very nice, very popular car here. This is a 2001 Volkswagen Jetta. I believe it's the GLS model. It's got some nice equipment and stuff, and I'll show that to you, but it's not ultra loaded. Let me start her up for you. All right, there we go. Now, first thing I'd like to point out is, other than the trunk warning light, there are no check engine or warning lights on. See a little green light? When you put your foot on the brake, it goes away. That's just to remind you, you have to put your foot on the brake to put it into gear. This vehicle has, as you can clearly see, 126,620 miles on it. I have driven this car, as you can see, for 510 miles. And here's what really stinks for me. I bought this car off the street. I could sell this car to you. You would take it, drive away, very happy. It runs really, really good. But after about, I don't know, somewhere between 40 and 100 miles of driving, the check engine light pops on and a P701 code comes up, which says incorrect gear ratio. I've spoken to some people. I don't know if I'm right. You can check it out yourself. But it's something electronic in the transmission. So I'm letting everybody know. Honestly, I could sell this car just like it is, and you'd never know there was a problem, but it would surface later. I don't have the conscience to do that, so I'd rather just take my beating up front, let you guys know what I think a potential issue is with the car. Other than that, it's a great little car. All right, let's go over what we got. We got power windows. That's your right rear. This is your driver's side front, automatic down and up, works exactly as it should. Left rear window, no problem. Driver's window. And just so you guys know, I am a car dealer. I've been doing this for a very long time. Even I get beat sometimes. I bought this car from a guy off the street. He came in, sold it to me, and I didn't do my job and didn't drive it enough. And he got me. What can I do? All right, left mirror, as you can see, works out, up, down. It's struggling a little bit, but it does work. Let's go to the right mirror, out and down and up. Yep, that works exactly as it should. It's got an aftermarket radio, which I hate, but it does work. As you can see, it does work. It does have a CD player. See, there's a little gizmo there, and then, I don't know. It works. That's all I know. Rear window defogger, 4-speed automatic. Let's see, power door locks. It does have remote gas cap, and it does have the remote hatch, as you can see. All right, let's go. We'll go around the outside of the car now. All right, left front tire. Feels pretty decent. Not something you have to replace right away. Probably 65-70% of the tread left. Let's see, the left rear tire. Actually, that's a little better than the front. That's probably more like 75-85% of the tread left. Okay, this is your right rear tire. Same as the other side, 75-85% of the tread left. And right front, yep, that's same as the other side, probably 65% of the tread. Let's see, the body. Right front fender, no dents, no nicks, no scratches. Right front door. Looks to be in very good condition also. Looks like a little bit of the paint chipped off right there. All right, let's do this part. As you can see, nice and clean, factory floor mats. The door frame, or door jamb, excuse me. As you can see, other than some water, because we just washed it, looks good. Here's your door frame. What's important is this spot right down here. This is, if there was going to be any rust, that's where it's going to start showing up. Fortunately, this car doesn't have any there. Here's your roof. The paint is not great. It looks a little thin in a couple of spots, but it's still clean. It's shiny. It's not embarrassing. Right rear door's got a couple minor nicks and stuff right there. Okay, here is your inner door jamb, of course. And here's your door frame. And go down to the all-important lower part, of course. So you can see, there you go. And of course the rear is just as clean as the rest of the car. This is a split fold-down rear seat. Right rear quarter panel looks to be in nice shape. That's just a little dirt there. Probably should have cleaned it a little better for you guys. Oh, here, let's open this up, because I did open it. All right, and as you can see, trunk, nice condition. The trunk lid, excuse me. Here is your trunk. That's one thing I've always liked about these Jettas. Great size in the trunk. Got a lot of stuff in there. And if you fold those seats forward, you have even more room. All right, let's see. What do we got under here? Looks like, oh geez, that looks like a full-size spare. And it looks like they have the jacks there. And I don't see the other tool. I don't know. I'll have to, if you get here and you buy the car, I have a star wrench I'll give you. All right, going along here. Rear bumper's got some minor scratches, but nothing really that bad. A lot of times you'll see they're in a lot worse shape than that. All right, left rear quarter panel. Looks to be in decent condition. One little scratch right there. This is your left rear door. A scratch right there, as you can see. Let's go around the door jamb. Okie dokie. Looks good. Looks like a little bit of scratching here, and we probably could have vacuumed it a little bit better. I don't know what happened back here. You know, can't get good help these days. All right, here is your door frame. And as you can see, another very clean door. So far, so good on the body, rust-wise. Oh, here's this side of the roof. So you can see, like I said, the paint's just a little thin, but it's still there. It's clean, it's shiny. You know, you can see a little bit right there. All right, this is, of course, your driver's door. That looks very nice, the door jamb. The door frame. There we go. And of course, here's your driver's seat. Very good condition, very minimal on the wear and tear. I'll move this floor mat. You can see it's got the nice floor mats in good condition. All right, there we go. And let's move around, let's see, to this part. All right, left front fender. Doesn't appear to be any defects. No excuse me. No nicks, no scratches, no dents. Sorry about that little comment there. All right, the front headlights, clean, shiny, very nice. The bumper, a little bit of clear coat coming off right there. But remember, folks, we're not buying a new car here, obviously. Looking underneath, doesn't look bad. And let's get a look under here. I don't know if you can see anything or not. There might be a shield in the way. All right, but there's your underneath of the vehicle. And of course, here's the inside of your hood. As you can see, very nice, very clean. Now, as is always the case, heart and soul of any motor vehicle is the engine and the transmission. Well, I've already told you about the transmission, but this engine is fantastic. All right, this is the 2-liter engine. It is not turbocharged, so there's not that to worry about, but it's got plenty of power. It gets very good gas mileage, and it's just a really, really nice running car. And let's just see, I can't see where I can stick my hand in there to rev it up without hurting myself. So I'm just gonna shut up for a minute and let you guys listen. And there you have it. All right, let's close the hood. All right, the hood looks to be pretty decent. Now, as is the case on almost every Volkswagen I get of this year, see these little chips here? What those are stone chips that turn into like a rust spot. All right, I sanded it down and, you know, painted it. Obviously, the paint's not the greatest match. I used what I had, but I do that so they don't get any worse. If you want a professional job done, you could go ahead and have that done, but honestly, it's really not worth doing. Nice looking car. And we're gonna take it for a ride and I'll show you how nice it actually runs. All right, folks, we're gonna take her for a spin. One thing I neglected to tell you guys, what I think is an awesome thing actually about this car, I just counted and this car has 8 airbags. You know, the 2 fronts, 2 up here, 2 back there, and 2 that come out of the seat. So if you're thinking about buying a decent little car for your kid, and you know, you don't mind, you know, doing a little work, obviously, this is one nice, safe car. I would definitely put one of my kids in this little car. Great gas mileage, front wheel drive, you know, all that stuff. All right, and as you see, it's warmed up. It started right up, so there's no warm start problems, and here we go. Take it out on the street for a ride. And as you just saw, shifted through all the gears beautifully. And like I said, I didn't realize there was an issue with this car until after I drove it probably 100 miles. But I'm telling you about it up front just to be fair. All right? But look at this. It tracks down the road nice and straight. I mean, just a nice little car. So even if you buy, I'm going to be selling it cheap, obviously. It's my fault. I got caught. I'm the one that's going to get beat up. But I'm going to sell it to you nice and cheap. So you actually have a really good car here that, with a little bit of, work, you're going to have a great car. Probably last you 200,000 miles, no problem. All right, we'll turn around right here and we'll head back to the shop. And surprisingly, for a little car, it's very nice and quiet too. I'll tell you, these Jettas are very popular with young kids now. They like the 4-door. I don't know why, but they do. When I was a kid, here we go, I'll shut up as I accelerate and let you guys listen again. At 55 miles an hour, and as you saw, again, nice and smooth through the gears. As I was saying, when I was a kid, all we wanted were 2-door cars. But kids today, they all want a 4-door. I guess they can fit all their buddies and crap in the car. I don't know. All right, next thing I'm going to do is a brake test for you guys. It's not much of a test, but it helps a little bit. What I'm going to do is pull into this vacant lot across the street from my place. I know where there's a patch of loose gravel. I'm going to pull up to that, let go of the steering wheel, slam on the brakes. What I'd like you to do is pay attention to the steering wheel and watch what happens, because there's, some significant things that can occur. And I'll explain what I mean after I perform the test. All right, here we go. Put my directional on. All right, pull in right about here. Let go of the wheel and brake. Okay, great news. Just as, I don't know if you noticed, but the steering wheel sat here and just did a little of that. It's supposed to do that. What that is, okay, is the vehicle anti-lock brake system working. Okay, I could hear the pump. You probably can't on the video, but I could hear it activating. And what it does is basically it's braking and seeking traction. And what that very simply means is, what you want is, if you're skidding, to be able to still maintain control of the car and steer. And that's what anti-lock braking does for you. It allows you to maintain control, okay, and steer the car. So again, as I was saying, if you're purchasing a vehicle for your kid, you now know that you have front-wheel drive, anti-lock brakes, 8 airbags. So you've got yourself one nice, safe car. All right, let me do a recap for you guys. This is a 2001 Volkswagen Jetta, I believe it's the GLS, with 126,621 miles on it, which actually for the year is low. I'm going to be selling it for a really good, cheap price. Let me pop the camera off here. All right, I'm going to take another walk around the outside of the car a little further away so you can get a really good idea what she looks like. Mechanically, other than that code I was telling you about, I can't find anything wrong with the vehicle. All right, back up. It sure seems to run really nice. Like I said, I put over 500 miles on it, so... And I'm actually going to drive it. It's Christmas Eve today. This is actually the car I'm going to take home to drive around, because I like it. Okay, so there you have it, folks. If you're mechanically inclined, or if you know somebody that is, and you don't mind putting a little bit of effort into this, this could be a very nice, very inexpensive second car for your family, or especially a really cool and great little car for a new driver. Thank you and Merry Christmas.